At some point, men have to stop caring what women think or feel. Now, that line alone, of course, is going to be misogyny because anything that says, says this, a statement in a negative towards a woman, that means I'm hating. But hear me out. A man has to stop caring how about a woman feels because they lead with that. I feel that you did this, whatever. If you are in the wrong with the woman, sure, you ought to apologize on that. But since we live in a time where even if a man would say statistically, talk about weight for instance, if you speak of a woman's weight, she's gonna be like, "Oh, you shaming me?" She's gonna start to cry. A woman would cheat on you, and if you highlight the fact that what she did was wrong, she's gonna try to gaslight you because there's no accountability. Society has no shame. We as men, we're held to a standard that if you have a temper, you're a bad person. You're going to get ostracized. You're going to be shamed. You're going to be beat down. So we have to exercise self-control. Self-control is very important for a man. You can be in a job that you hate, but you control yourself to turn up for that job. You could be in a bad situation. Let's say you suffered a marriage loss, and you turn up for that child, even though it's inconvenient to you. You could be down in the gutter, and you turn up because you exercise self-control. You could be wanting to smack somebody in the mouth because they talk some type of way, but you exercise control. But women are not told to exercise control. Just express your truth, say your truth, so they can talk any kind of way. There are no boundaries to their speech. They can speak anyhow, dress anyhow. So whatever they feel to do, they will do it. Imagine if I lived in a world where I just feel like, you know what, I want to flash my dick to everybody. So poof, I flopped it out and I did that. You're gonna be like, well, that's crazy, that's wild. But this is the same what we're allowing more the women to do. They can just, the titties be half exposed. No self-control. I desire to do this. I want to be seen in a certain way. I will do it. And nobody won't tell me that. And society encourages that because society is wicked. So on man's side, they're exercising control, and control creates discipline, and discipline creates good rewards. That's why men age better because as they age, they figured out the work thing, they figured out the investment thing, and they got money in the bank and they got things going on. A woman has not been taught, she's not been disciplined, she's not been coached to exercise control. So whenever she feels like spending, she spends the money. If she feels like traveling, whoop out the credit card, she goes and travels. She feels like there's no discipline or self-control or boundaries. She feels like yelling, she'd be yelling. She feels like arguing, she feels like talking about her man. She does not exercise any of that. Do you wonder why men do not desire these women? So when they reach the peak and now they're undesirable and men don't want them because these women have never subjugated themselves to any type of authority. Because one of the biggest things you have to do is tame yourself. You got to tame yourself as a person. If you can't tame yourself, you allow whatever thoughts. One of the things I noticed, a lot of women are deviant. A friend of mine was bragging to me what kind of toys she had going on. Men could, let's say, once a sex blow up though, whatever, but most men don't get that. You exercise that discipline. A lot of men, I know sometimes are fighting porn, but a lot of men forego that. But I feel like women are encouraged to just embrace their divine femininity. If you want toys, go get them. If a man talks some type of way, talk back. So because they're not there, they're not pleasant because discipline and control, even in a man, is very attractive. A man who's just crazy and talking like crazy, he won't have a lot of good quality friends. So because women have not learned to exercise that control, they are not good as far as bringing partnering with. Why would you bring somebody who does not exercise control? Here's the thing. If she can't control her money, her purse is always open to whatever her emotionality needs. Her emotion says, I want pizza. She buys pizza. Her emotion says, I want that Dolce Gabbana thing, bag. She buys it. I want that trip. I really want to go on that trip. She goes and borrows money and goes. When she's in a relationship with you, she's just going to see you as an extension to the money. Entitlement. So you got to be dealing with people that at least exercise self-control. Men, we have to. With anger, you want to fight somebody, you don't do it. Women can smack a man, talk, block, It's only when things start to go bad as they age, that's when they start to be like, why aren't men anymore? You know, why don't they want to approach? You spend all these years lacking self-control, demonstrating it, speaking it out, going on TikTok and just saying whatever you want. No self-control. That's the sentiment. I choose the bear over man. Meanwhile, women are benefiting from OnlyFans, men giving them money, and other forms such as, being liked in terms of uh, guys jumping up on social media and showing this attention to women, which is a drug that they live off. And they will happily say all these crazy things, unfiltered, unbridled. How they use men, how guys who are good guys are boring, uncontrolled, no filter. Men exercising discipline and getting put, and life starts to elevate. Self-control. Men are it's demanded of them, especially when it comes to anger. It's demanded of them. Sexual thing. Men would like to do all kinds of crazy stuff on a sexual level. If men would do crazy things, there are men that do it, yes, for sure. But because there's no pressure for women to exercise that, what type of words, what type of verbiage they use, it's anyhow. That's why it's unattractive now.